asked you if you had seen the entire video. Remember that?
Yes.
All right. And she asked you if she had shown you that entire video, correct?
Yes.
You have met with the prosecutor to discuss your testimony yesterday, and the testimony that you would give in this case, correct?
I met her, so she could show me the video, yes.
Okay. When was the last time that you met with her?
A couple days ago.
A couple days ago. She came to see you at the jail?
Yes.
Was it Tuesday night?
Yes.
Tuesday night was the day that we gave opening statements in this case.
You have questions now?
Did you know that?
No.
You said on direct that on the day of the homicide, Trayvon's phone wasn't charged the day of the murder. Remember that?
Yes.
You said that was Trayvon's phone being dead on the day of the murder something that you talked to the prosecutor about Tuesday night?
I don't remember.
You said that Michael, yesterday, you said that Michael Googled for you accessory to murder. That him searching accessory to murder was something that he did because he wanted to help inform you. Remember that?
Yes.
Was that something that you discussed with the prosecutor Tuesday night after we gave our opening statements?
Yes.
Earlier, you said part of the reason that you lied in 2018 was because you didn't trust the prosecutor who was on the case at that time. Correct?
Yes.
Do you trust this prosecutor?
I had nothing to do with her.
That's not what I asked. Do you trust this prosecutor?
Yes.
You trust her to do right by you, in your case in the future, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to show you, I need to load up stage 2. This thing has been
Right here.
just a moment. The permission to publish stage 2 and ask the witness questions about it. testified on direct yesterday that when you arrived at Reba, that Diedrich saw X in the parking lot. Remember that?
Yes.
Can you tell the jury a little bit about what happened when, again, I know you said it yesterday, tell the jury a little bit about what happened when Diedrich saw X in the parking lot yesterday.
I was gonna bring it up. He said he had seen that.
Okay. And what happened next?
We looked, we didn't see him.
Okay. And then what happened at that point?
I had not seen him. He pulled it in the parking lot. The park next to his car.
You went and parked next to what he described as X's car, correct?
Yes.
I got it. Thank you. So we see, I've frozen stage 2 at 120. This is when we see, you agree, we see Mr. Ontroy and Mr. Kerr entering the business at this point, correct?
Yes.
Can you read for me what the timestamp is of there, please?
$8:31.
In the seconds? Now, you also testified the whole reason that you went into the store was to confirm whether the person that Diedrich had seen in the parking lot was in fact X, correct?
Yes.
I have frozen it again. Am I correct? This is the journey, Dodge Journey entering the Reba parking lot?
Yes.
Can you tell the jury what the timestamp is in the upper left-hand corner of when the journey actually enters the parking lot?
3:32.
And
47.
I'm going to skip ahead now. All right, so we're seeing you and Diedrich buying a mask, correct?
Yes.
All right, so that man right there. you just see, Diedrich interacts with the man with the camouflage hat, correct?
Yes.
At the time, did you observe that occur?
Can I just ask the record that Mr. Kimon just give us the timestamp reference?
504.
Thank you.
At the time, did you see Diedrich interact with this man with the camouflage hat?
No.
Is it your testimony that you didn't observe any of this back and forth discussion, interaction between Diedrich and the man with the camouflage hat?
I wasn't really paying attention.
This is you over here, correct? You can't see that. If you look up at the screen, at my screen, this is you here, correct?
Yeah.
And we observed this man talking back and forth with Diedrich, correct?
Yes.
I want you to take a look for me. Shake hands here. What is this man here holding in his hand?
I wasn't paying attention.
Just identify what the areas of the person's ones that I think should be here.
Man in the camouflage hat just been handed something. You see what he was handed?
No.
It's a mask, correct?
I don't object, Judge. He answered, he said he didn't know.
Absolutely.
You were there when Diedrich hit the mask, correct?
Yes.
You saw what Diedrich's mask looked like, correct?
Yes.
Isn't this item that this man with the camouflage hat is receiving look exactly like the item that Diedrich purchased?
Objection, asked and answered, he said he didn't know what the gentleman was.
Rule. Answer.
And I'll back it up again so you can see it again. All right, so here the sales clerk has something in his hand. He's about to transfer it over to the man in the camouflage hat. I'm asking you if that appears to be the same item, type of item that Diedrich purchased that day. Push play. I'll push play and you can watch. See it?
Yes.
It is in fact the same item, type of item that Diedrich purchased.
So,
Let's go. Is your testimony that you didn't have any interaction, didn't even remember this guy at all from previous? Is that your testimony?
yes.
Okay. Yes, or earlier today, the prosecutor asked you, said, it appeared that that man had a large goatee, and you said, yes, correct?
Yes.
So which is it? Did you not see him at all? Or were you agreeing with what Mrs. Shields said about him having a large goatee?
Actually, you see the folks here on the video.
Well, you can see the goatee on this video.
Yes.
Here, Diedrich has received his mask, correct?
Yes.
Now, both Diedrich and the man with the camouflage hat both have identical masks, correct?
Yes.
And you see the man, same man with the identical hat, walking out, at this point, a few steps behind you, at the same time you guys are walking out, correct?
Yes.
And pausing it now at 6:47. Again, this is you, correct?
Yes.
This is Diedrich, correct?
Yes.
And the man in between you two, same man with the backwards hat, correct?
Yes.
Same man that you indicate you had no interaction, didn't see him at all that day, correct?
Yes.
Let's skip ahead. At this point, y'all have left the store and you're sitting in the journey next to the BMW, correct?
Yes.
And we see on this video, this lasts several minutes at this point, correct?
Yes.
I mean, we're talking upwards of 10 minutes that y'all are sitting in the journey prior to moving the journey across the street, correct?
Yes.
Were you calling anybody? Were you texting anybody? Was Diedrich calling anybody? Was Diedrich texting or Snapchatting anybody? Skipping ahead. Still in the journey, still in the parking lot. So we're at 1806. You agree with me, this is the point where the journey has just pulled out of Reba, it's turned left, and it's about to park in this little parking spot in that residence across the street, correct?
Yes.
Skip ahead about a minute. Skip ahead to 2030. At this point, I pause it at 2040. You would agree with me that another vehicle has come up and is going to park right next to you guys, correct?
Yes.
This is some sort of SUV, correct?
Yes.
And at this point, it was your testimony that you were getting guns ready, you were getting masks ready, correct? gearing up,
Yes.
correct? This car comes and parks directly next to you, and a guy gets out of the car, correct?
Yes.
Gets out right next to your journey, correct?
Yes.
Were you concerned at all that he was going to see what was happening inside the journey?
We had chance to come to our,
From the rental car?
yes.
Do you agree with me that the person gets out and opens their trunk, correct? That we can see on the video,
Yes.
correct? And immediately thereafter, we're now at 21:56, a third car comes and parks directly behind your journey, correct?
Yes.
And it stays there for a fairly short period of time. Just long enough for some interaction to occur with a human being and the person that is in that, whoever's in that car, correct?
Objection, counsel testifying and also speculation.
Is that correct?
There's an objection pending. I'd ask that Mr. Kimoff wait for the court to rule before he tries to get the witness to answer.
I'll allow the question. Thank you, Judge.
Will you be?
Yes. Let me back up the video. All right, we're stopped at 22:10. At this point, we have a car that is parked in the street directly behind your journey, correct?
Yes.
And the car is only there for a few seconds, correct?
Yes.
And there is some interaction that occurs between some person in this area and that car, correct?
Yes, I don't remember seeing it.
I want to talk about a few things that I think that we agree on. Am I correct that before you were arrested, well, at the time you were arrested, at the time of this murder, you did not have a job, correct?
Yes.
And am I correct that it had been several years since the last time you had worked, correct?
Yes.
Michael had a job, correct?
Yes.
And am I correct that prior to leaving for Reva, you were at Diedrich's house, correct?
Yes.
And everybody that was with you was also at Diedrich's house, correct?
Yes.
Diedrich's had kids that were at the house, and they were his, the woman, his girlfriend's kids that were living there at the house, correct?
Yes.
And there was a man who was there, who was taking care of the kids after you guys left, correct?
Yes.
That man was a man named Sherrod Clayton, correct?
Yes.
And how many kids were there?
I don't remember.
Multiple children, multiple kids were there, correct?
Yes.
And there was this man that was there. Were there any other adults there?
I don't think so.
But at the very least, this man that was taking care of, that was there taking care of the kids would be able to say who was there with Deidre.
Objection, speculation as to what another person would say, especially on court.
You saw the man that was taking care of Deidre's kids, correct?
Objection, asked and answered, Judge.
I didn't see him taking care of kids, and I saw him there.
You saw him there at Deidre's house.
Yes.
And thank you for clarifying that. Another thing I think we agree on, you indicated that the shooter was wearing all black at the time of the murder, correct?
Yes.
All right, he was wearing a black hoodie, correct?
Yes.
Wasn't a red hoodie, correct?
No.
Wasn't a blue or a gray hoodie, correct?
Yes.
He was also wearing black pants, correct?
Yes.
He wasn't wearing army pants, correct?
Yes.
He wasn't wearing shorts, correct?
Yes.
He was not wearing blue jeans, correct?
Yes.
The two people who did the murder and the robbery, am I correct that they were not wearing gloves?
Yes.
Back in June of 2018, you had multiple cell phones, correct?
Yes.
You had 3 or 4 cell phones at any given time, correct?
Yes.
And how many phones did you have with you at the time of the murder?
One.
What happened to that phone?
Got rid of it.
That was not the phone that you had on you when you were arrested in Georgia, correct?
Yes.
How did you get rid of the phone?
I don't remember.
Did you give it to somebody?
I don't remember.
Was it put in the garbage, like you put the gun in the garbage?
No.
No, it was not put in the garbage.
No.
So you remember it wasn't put in the garbage, but you don't know anything else about how you got rid of it.
Yes.
When you talked to police in October of 2018, Detective Curcio asked you if you could get a hold of that phone, correct?
Yes.
And you didn't tell him where it was at that time, correct?
Yes.
I want to go back and make sure the jury fully understands the times that you talked to the police in this case. When you were arrested in Georgia, July 25th, 2018, you talked to Detective Curcio on the phone, correct?
Yes.
The next day, you talked to Detective Curcio in person, so this was July 26th, 2018, correct?
Yes.
And October 23rd, 2018 is when you and Mr. Lewis went down to the police station to give a statement trying to work out a deal at that point, correct?
Yes.
I asked you earlier if you swore to tell the truth, and you said yes. Did you tell the truth during that statement?
In 2018.
Yeah.
No.
I took your deposition on December 8th of 2022, which is a couple months ago, correct?
Yes.
And I asked you that same question I just asked you now. I asked you, did you tell the truth in 2018? You gave me a different answer then, didn't
Judge,
you?
I'm going to object this improper impeachment.
Rephrase.
Did you say something different in the deposition on December 8th, 2022, about whether you had told the truth in October of 2018?
And also not in the room.
You didn't remember if you told the truth?
Yes.
In fact, you said, I don't think I lied. Isn't that correct?
Probably not.
We've got the October 23rd, 2018 statement, we've got the July, and then 4 years later, you go in July 28th, 2022, and that's when you gave the statement to this prosecutor, correct?
Yes.
We discussed that you swore to tell the truth in that statement too, correct?
Yes.
Did you tell the truth in that July 28th, 2022 statement?
Yes.
Isn't it true that what you said in July of 2022 to this prosecutor that ended up getting you a deal was significantly different than what you had said in October of 2018?
Objection, improper impeachment. Reference, statements, some specificity as to what exactly he's referring to, Judge.
I'll allow counsel to get there. I'll allow this question.
Thank you.
Can you repeat the question?
Isn't it true that the statement you gave in July of 2022 that enabled you to get the deal was significantly different than the statement you gave when you first tried to get a deal in 2018,
Objection, Judge. There were 3 statements in 2018.
October of 2018? Thank you for clarifying.
I'm not sure, I'm not sure what you asked.
Or did you tell the prosecutor different things than what you told Detective Curcio 4 years earlier?
Objection, Judge. May we please go sidebar?
Proceed, council, but we're getting very close to wrap up.
Yes,
Time for today.
yes, thank you, Judge. You talked to Detective Curcio October of 2018, correct?
Yes.
4 years later, you talked to this prosecutor and some others in July of 2022, correct?
Yes.
And am I correct that in those 4 years, your statement about this murder changed significantly?
Yes.
You changed your story, correct?
Yes.
Judge Rogers.
All right, so. Good point for us to break for the day. All right, tomorrow's Friday. All right, first of all, let me do like I always do and tell you not to form any definite opinion in merits of the case till you hear all the other arguments, counsel, instructions, or law. So that time, don't discuss case even among yourselves during the course of trial, don't take recesses, is committed separation of personal affairs. During these recesses, you will not discuss the case with anyone, or commit anyone to say within 2 years of presence, anyone attempts to do something, stop, jury, leave them, advise one like that. See any of the parties, witnesses, counsel, defendants, anyone else in the hallway, they'll ignore you, they're not being rude. So as far as tomorrow goes, my Friday morning calendars are significantly larger than the rest of the week. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, and I mean, every day I kind of tell you what's going to go on for the next day, so I don't want to get too far ahead of us, but it's sort of in the back of your mind, Fridays are always going to be a little bit different, usually. So what we're going to do for tomorrow is I'm going to have you come in at 1. So I'm going to presume that you've eaten a lunch beforehand. You will not take a lunch break. But I don't want to have you come in at 10:30 and then my morning runs longer and you're just sitting around for no reason. So 1 o'clock is when we will.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I did not mention to you, because I thought we had that normal break, I set an important video conference for 1 o'clock, it'll take about 15 minutes. I'll give a
So
little-
1:30.
Yes, I get it.
1:30, we will reconvene, actually be here about 1:15, but we won't take the lunch break, so eat lunch beforehand. I will at least have some comfort break between then and the day, but we'll get as much accomplished as we can. And Fridays will be more like that, where we're more likely to only be in session in the afternoon. But obviously, each night when we break, I'll tell you what the schedule is for the next day. So we got a little morning off tomorrow. All right. Please remember to follow my admonishment not to partake of any media involved in this case. Have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
It's Englewood.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Okay, no problem.
We're just-
Yes, of course. I couldn't see, that's all I was asking.
Yes, address.
No, thank you, everyone.
All right, parties present, jurors are absent.
I just want to ask, this is for Mr. Ramirez or any other counsel, because actually it's just Mr. Ramirez is doing it. Talking out of turn, I'm going to ask if we could please prohibit ourselves from doing that, especially if it's regarding scheduling. I would see it as ingratiating himself to the jury. he's bringing up things that aren't regarding the rest or sidebar or anything regarding his schedule. So I just ask that we not do that, if we do that sidebar, or like when your honor says, is there anything else to bring up? Because I don't think it's proper and none of the other parties, if we're not doing it, the state's not doing it. So that's why I'm just bringing it to our attention.
I don't know.
Asking if we can
It's
not
always
do that.
best to let me know beforehand. I don't have any difficulty with what went on. I was telling him to come back at 1.
Well, I will.
Other than saying, can we have a quick sidebar for that? He just said, I've got something that will be done by 1:15. There was nothing improper.
Okay, and I only brought it up because he spoke directly to the jury, Judge. That's why I brought it up.
He might have been looking there, but I thought the comment was more directed towards the bench.
Okay.
In any event, thank you. Anything else we need to discuss tonight?
Nothing but what time did you find?
1:30 is when they're coming back.
So yo, that was the XXXTentacion court trial live. I came in kind of late, of course. You know what I mean? I try to get a little bit of what I can capture. Their volume was low. It was low like that yesterday. I don't know why it's like that today. And then they just lost the sound feed. The whole sound bite just got lost. But I will be on it. They said tomorrow 1:30. So they're gonna continue 1:30 tomorrow. And I will be back here at the KRAZY drop off tomorrow at 1:30 to continue the court trial. So yeah, we can finish and pick up from there if that's cool. And hopefully y'all enjoyed this little 46 seconds of the court trial. Y'all came in and chill with us. I appreciate that. Y'all subscribe, please. Hit the like button. Hit the bell notifications. You can get around every time I go live. This was like all of a sudden. Sorry, y'all. I apologize for that, fam. It was all of a sudden. It was quickly. I wanted to catch it. And yeah, I didn't want, I ain't gonna even say their name no more to be the only one posting it. There's only a couple YouTubers that's got this going. So I wanted to make sure we had it going, most of all. But I might go live again tonight. Our regular time is at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time. And that'll be what, 6 Pacific. So maybe y'all can go ahead and take a chill, take a chill pill, do what you gotta do. If I'm going live, I'll try to send out those notifications to my people and my moderators personally before we even go. But if not, I'm pretty sure you get that ping, that ding, and then you can just come on in and do your thing, And it's good to see you. Blessed beyond measures. Yo, I sent you your moderator wrench. You got your wrench? Oh shit. Go girl. Yeah, I want you to keep the the chat room in correct. Keep them in check. Make sure they ain't saying no crazy shit, disrespecting nobody here. Because everybody here for same person, same thing, is to enjoy what they're listening and tuning into. Hey, listen, you just not waking up. You're late, girl. You just missed it. You just missed it. So yeah, like I said, what we can do is I'll just tune in, try to gather some things together. Like I said, I might go back live at 7:00 our usual time. So y'all got to stay up, keep your eyes open, and just stay aware, Our girl Sammy still, she ain't here. Kenny ain't here. Well, a lot of people ain't here, but a lot of people will see this little 48 seconds thing, 48 minutes. My bad, 40 seconds. I'm tripping. They'll catch it. But yeah, big dude act like he didn't know what was going on, and he know what was going on because he knew that dude in that camouflage hat while he was over there just neglecting and lying, saying, "Oh no, I didn't even know he gave him that." As soon as he walked away, he turned around and followed this boy over there. So, with that being said, I'm just about to go ahead and I'm gonna end this show right here, and then Maybe I go live at 7. All right, peace, fam. Thank you for coming through. Sorry, it was just a spur of the moment thing. Just went live all of a sudden. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in a minute, in a hot minute. Let me get these things together. All right, peace, love, respect. Yo, real nigga out. 1.